Coming up on the BGC Podcast this week.
But to copy and paste, like, oh God, I'd see this massive dash and I'd just be like, oh, it just feels...
Disingenuous.
It really does.
Yeah.
And
that was a big word for me, wasn't it?
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good. And I just
I
think...
ChatGPT'd it.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the BGC Podcast.
Hello, everybody.
This is our April episode.
Yes,
No,
it
it's
is.
not.
No,
It's not April.
It's
It's May. Blimey.
We don't even know what month it is.
No. But haven't you found that May has gone so quick?
Yeah, to be fair.
Like, super bloody quick. Where is this year going?
I don't feel like any other year has
Yeah.
gone as quick as 2025.
It's going really quick, isn't
Like,
it?
we're nearly halfway through. What's going... Is it because we're getting older?
Maybe.
Not getting any wiser, though, are we?
No.
No, we're
You're
not.
certainly not.
Shall we run the titles?
Yeah, let's do that and let's see why Vic is not getting any wiser. Two friends. Hi, I'm Laura.
Hi, I'm Vic.
One big gay chat. From coming out,
Staying out.
and everything in between. Long-term relationships,
Dating disasters.
quite possibly the most unreasonable ifs.
The BGC Podcast.
So, Vic,
Yeah.
obviously we have seen each other in the month.
Yes, we have.
But for our viewers/listeners, how have you been?
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Been some big life adjustment. Well, big life adjustment. Yeah, I got a new job, which we all know. That's going pretty well. It's a bit stressful. Just a lot more responsibility, and I have to make some really adult decisions, which I obviously knew, and I do have the knowledge to do. But when you're not used to making them and you're used to turning to someone and going, I think we should do that. What do you think? I don't have that option anymore. It's we're doing this because of this, and there we go. Like,
oh dear.
so yeah, it's all it's fun. It is fun, but sometimes I'm a bit like, Christ, like, and it's like nothing's even happened. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I haven't even had to deal with anything that I wouldn't have had to deal with before. It's just that thought, like, when someone on like a day off, like there's like several chats about the operation and whatever, and they pop off, and you know, this has happened, that's happened. I'm like, fucking hell, like, and then I go and I talk to like whoever did it, and I go, so what did you do? And they go, wing it. I'm like, right, yeah, absolutely.
I suppose because now you've got you've definitely got that responsibility, haven't you?
The thing is, I can make a call. I make one call, right, and it either ruins thousands of people's day or no one's. Like, someone's day is getting ruined, right?
Oh God.
If shit hits the fan, someone's day is getting ruined. It just depends on how many people. Like, that's you have to weigh the options up, and I'm just not used to making those decisions. It's coming, they come, but sometimes I'm like, oh my God, was that the right one? Oh yeah, because the building is still standing, flights have gone, a few people are pissed off. We can deal with that.
There you go. I'd say that's winning.
Yeah,
That's
but
winning.
it's when you're not used to making those decisions. I was literally like, first time I had to make an operational decision, and I was just like, I literally was like, oh my God, I think that's a really good idea. And now I'm questioning myself, and I'm not used to questioning myself professionally. So we've been growing up and growing in the role. But it is fun. Just sometimes I'm a bit like, oh, squeaky bum.
So now you're having to actually act like a 32-year-old.
Yeah, I know. Kind of mental. Well, no, I am making that up and making up for it in my personal life, I suppose. So yeah. We move.
We're moving on, are we?
Well, yeah. Like, that's life, isn't it?
Yeah.
For those that don't know, I went through a breakup again. Listen, lovely girl, just not for me. And that's what I'm saying on that.
Yeah, I think with regards to that situation, you've got to do what's right for you.
100.
You've got to, and one thing that you are getting better at is looking after yourself and not worrying too much about the other person.
Yeah.
They are big enough to look after themselves.
Yeah, I do. I have found that I do make excuses.
You do.
Like, and just because she's a nice person doesn't mean that she will always be a nice person.
Exactly.
Sometimes she will make not great decisions
Mm.
and say things and do things that, and I just have to be like, okay, that doesn't actually align with what I've been told, so I'm head out.
Yeah.
Like, and it is what it is. But you know how they are. Those that get it, get it. It's just it's a process. I fucking hate all these fucking phrases that we use. It's a process. Use its time to heal. Oh, get fucked. Get fucked. No, we are dealing with it like an adult, as we
Good.
always do. But yeah, it's a big. I think what the struggle with this one was, I've obviously started the new job,
Mm-hmm.
and then I've had this. It's been really like two polar opposite emotions that I've been feeling, like really excited and happy that I've got this job and that I'm starting to like get a bit more responsibility, and I'm really starting to make like a positive name for myself and build on my career and stuff. So adult.
Mm.
And then on the opposite, I'm going for a breakup. Like, it's odd.
Yeah.
It's odd.
It's a lot of things to deal with, and you can't. This is going to sound really weird, but you can't just give up a job just to make it easier. So the easiest thing to do is to halt a relationship
Yeah.
if it's not right for you.
100. I think it was a stressful time. Actually for the both of us, to be fair. Like, she was going through some job stuff as well. But I just don't think in a time like that we should really be coming together instead of.
Yeah.
And I think it really just highlighted how different we were. And again, no like bad blood towards her or anything. Like, she is lovely, but we just weren't right. So, and again, that's also difficult. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
But we move. It's life. 2025. We're still thriving.
Still thriving.
Yeah.
2020 thrive.
Yes. Very down with the kids of you.
So I'm guessing that you won't be on Tinder.
You and your other half keep asking me this. You've asked me since the day I broke up with her. Like, no, I'm not in. Like, to be fair, I said that before, and I fucking met her just as friends.
Well, that wasn't on Tinder though, was it?
No, it wasn't. But
bloody lesbians try to be friends, and it turns into something else.
Well, listen, if it happens, it happens. I'm not looking. Well, I wasn't looking for her. I don't know. I'm not looking for anything serious. Like, and whatever. I'm not ever gonna. If someone like catches my attention, it does take a lot, I think, to catch my attention. Someone catches my attention.
To catch your attention and hold your attention.
Yes, to hold my attention is probably more suitable. Yeah, I think then sure, but as of right now, I'm so good. To just
work on you.
Yeah, work
enjoy
on me.
your job and make adult decisions.
Yeah, well, as much as we can. What about you, mate? How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Obviously, I started a new job as well. We all know that. Still loving it.
Yeah, she is.
Absolutely loving it.
And smashing it.
I like to think I'm smashing
Yeah, she
it.
did.
Yeah.
You got Employee of the Month, no?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, I
Go
got
on,
Employee
girl.
of the Month in my first month.
Oh,
So
just what you do.
yeah, and do you know what? It's only the second time in my life I've ever won Employee of the Month.
Really?
And the first time I won it, it took me 6 years in the company to win it.
Wow.
And I'd been there for a month and won it.
Amazing.
So I think, yeah. Do you know what? Fuck it. Yes, I am smashing it.
Yes, you are.
I am smashing it.
Own that fucking shit. Absolutely.
So yeah, I am loving it. I haven't gone through a breakup. I am still with the ball and chain.
I was about to do the thing, and then you were like, ball and chain. I was like,
No, she's not a ball and chain. I love her. So yeah, we're good. And
yeah, you are.
Yeah, I feel like my life is really boring compared to yours.
No, your life is stable, safe, loving, non-toxic. And that's what we all thrive for.
Yeah.
That's the goal, my friend.
Yeah. Oh,
what?
One thing though.
Go on.
Me and my other half
are
looking at adoption.
Yeah. Sorry.
Of a dog.
I'm actually included. The three of us are looking at adoption. Right. Okay.
Wow.
We are a throuple, so
Apparently so. So yeah, we went to the Dogs Trust near us the last week, and we absolutely fell in love with this dog.
Oh,
He's a Cocker Spaniel called Marley,
oh, stop.
9 years old,
Oh,
and the thing that clinched it was he had a teddy of one of the mascots of where I work.
oh,
If that's not a
cute. It's
sign,
a sign.
I don't know what is.
It's a sign.
So yeah, so we've put in an application form,
Hmm.
and we're just waiting to hear now. So
That's
hopefully,
exciting.
yeah, he's beautiful.
Oh, God. Oh,
Oh,
Jesus.
here
It's
you
the
are.
excitement. It's the excitement.
Once a month, and
It's
she's
the
still wrecking the joint.
excitement. That's cute.
Yeah, so we will. I will obviously keep you updated. I'm a little bit not apprehensive, but I'm not too sure how they will look into our work patterns,
Mm,
because I work 45 hours a week.
mm,
My other half is going on tour,
mm.
so that means the dog would be left on his own for a little while, quite a lot actually. So I understand if it is a factor that it is a factor they have to take into consideration, isn't it?
Yeah, well, you can
So
always like, I've got a key. Like you can just say there will be a third guardian. Listen, I cooked dinner for the both of them last
you
night, and I
did.
was like, this is what it would be like if we were a throuple. Like, this is what it would be like. Not everyone thinks we are anyway.
Do they?
No,
I've never
they don't.
actually heard anyone
No,
say that.
I was talking to my sister yesterday, actually driving here,
Yeah.
and she was like, "Where you off to?" I was like, "The Laura." She was like, "Of course you are." I was like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah." She was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Oh, well, they're at work, so just gonna go chill in the house for a bit." I was like, "Then I'm gonna cook them dinner," and she was like, "God, it is giving throuple." I was like, "Is it?" Funny though, isn't it?
It's funny.
Yeah,
But hey,
I
best
enjoy it.
mates.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
fuck it. And if you can't have a best mate that doesn't come round to your house when you're not in and make you dinner, what can you do?
Yeah, you need better friends.
Yeah, you do.
You need better friends. Not me though. I tend to date mine. I'm joking.
But not us.
No.
So yeah, so that's my life at the moment. But yeah, obviously keep you all updated.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah.
I hope you're here soon.
Yeah, me too.
That'd be
I'm
great.
impatient. I want a dog now.
I hear you.
I want one right
You
here,
do.
sat in between us whilst we're recording.
Oh, don't.
Third host
That sounds great.
that just sits there and look cute.
I think our views would go through the roof.
Of course it would.
Oh my
No
God.
one's interested in us. If we had a dog here, they'd be well interested.
Maybe. Well, I think they'd probably just be watching the dog
Yeah,
while we chat.
yeah,
I'm all right with it.
yeah, me too.
Okay.
Get the views up.
I'm very invested. Very invested. One thing that I've also found myself being invested in, which I'm really surprised at because I don't like reality TV,
Mm.
Jojo and Chris.
You are obsessed with those two, aren't you?
So I wouldn't say obsessed.
I would.
I just think like I don't know how to feel about it, and it's nothing to do with me. Obviously, nothing to do with me.
No.
Doesn't affect me in any way, shape, or form.
No,
I just think
Vic, it's a you problem.
it is a me problem. But I just think, boo, like you called yourself the gay CEO of pop music
She
before
did.
walking into the Big Brother house, and you've come out with a boyfriend. Like,
So are they officially together then?
well, I heard they were because apparent footage of them kissing appeared. However, the footage is not of great quality, and I think in 2025 you can get better.
Is it like giving 3310?
Absolutely, it's giving Nokia.
Even though a 3310 didn't have a camera.
Did it not?
No.
Oh,
No.
fucking
To
hell.
our younger listeners, a 3310 is also known as a brick phone
Yeah.
that would probably still work now. Still have battery now.
Probably would
Yeah,
actually.
yeah.
You'd be able to reload your last game of Snake.
Oh,
I
Snake.
loved that.
What a game.
What a
Anyway,
game.
we digress.
As usual. Yeah, so I have mixed feelings about it. And again, I know it's nothing to do with me. It's just completely my opinion. And I love to talk. So
Yeah.
we're talking about it.
Yeah, we are.
I personally think, and this is a big, bold statement, and there's a lot of grey area. I personally think if you are going to call yourself a gay CEO of pop music and you have the platform that you do and the following that you do, I think you need to really know that you're gay. You need to know who you are before you start giving yourself that title, knowing full well that you're going to have baby gays or young people that aren't out of the closet yet looking up to you for advice or as just a support from afar. Like, I think you really need to be comfortable in who you are and how you're presenting before you start making those grand announcements, because
Yeah.
obviously you aren't the gay CEO of pop music.
Right. I'm going to stop you there.
Okay.
So I do agree. I
Mm.
do agree. But let's flip it.
Okay.
So my other half, I've spoken about it before.
Mm.
She thought she was straight.
Mm.
She never even thought about being with a woman
Mm.
until she met me.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe Jojo
Mm.
thought she was gay,
Mm.
very comfortable in her skin, but
Mm.
then she met Chris
Mm.
and she fell for Chris.
I'm not saying that her being with Chris or any is wrong. Obviously, it's not. It's completely fine.
Yeah.
Like, be with who you want to be with. Like, love is love.
Yeah.
My thing is, and again, she's young, so she's not gonna know herself fully. But that's what I'm saying. Like, maybe you should hold off on these big old I'm this
Yeah.
and I'm the
Yeah.
icon of this and I this until you are in a place. And who listen, people don't actually find themselves until they're in their 40s. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Sometimes, like, and she's what, in her 20s?
Yeah. She's what, 21?
Yeah, like, she's super young.
She's a child.
But I'm just saying, maybe someone should have
I'm
sat
old enough to
down.
be her mother. Fuck.
Are you? Oh my God. I'm just saying, like, and I know that it can't be helped. It's just my opinion. It's just something that I've just been like, because I'm sure that's now feeding the narrative of, well, she just needed the right penis.
Oh,
Which, do you know
yeah.
what I mean? And again, she can't help it. Again, I'm not saying anything that she's done is wrong. I'm just saying probably with a following like hers, an adult, a gay adult, or an adult in the community, or at least an ally, should have sat her down and gone, do just make sure this is who you are. Like, let's not make any grand announcements or give ourselves grand titles until we know that that is who we are for life. Like, or at least for quite some time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I say good luck to him.
Absolutely. And I wish them all the best. I want them to be happy. Everyone deserves to be happy. I just think it does feed that narrative, which is a shame.
Yeah.
But it was the same like when Jessie J did it. And Jessie J turned around and said that her being a lesbian was a phase. I hated that because I thought you could have used any other word.
Yeah.
Because we've all heard that.
Oh, it's just a phase.
Yeah.
Well, it's not.
It's not.
No.
I will like vagina forever.
Isn't that a horrible word?
I will love vagina. What? Vagina.
Vagina.
Oh, it's better than the P word, and I'm not saying it. Even though I love calling someone a pussy bitch,
Right.
but I can't say the P.
Pussy.
Oh God! Oh God! I've done it again. Listen, I stopped sleeping with someone because they use that word in bed.
Oh no, that is
I just can't. Apparently, it makes me a bad lesbian. Fine, I'm a
because you
terrible
don't like
lesbian.
the word pussy.
Will you stop saying it? I just think, like, yeah, I had to. I was like, I've got the ick. I can't. Anyway, we digress.
That's right. That's what we do.
It is what we do. So yeah, I wish them all the happiness.
Happiness.
Oh God, that was terrible, mate.
Did you ever? I'm going off. I'm digressing. But did you ever, when you were a kid, did you ever used to go up to someone and say, "Were you born with happiness or Stephanie?" And people would say happiness, and you go, "Aha, you got a penis."
No, I've never
Did
heard
you
that.
not? Oh,
No.
okay. Just my school then.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that, no.
No. Oh,
Wow.
maybe you're too young for it.
Maybe. Maybe.
All right, and
Yeah, no, sorry, I hadn't heard that.
yeah, sorry, me just going happiness just reminded me of my good old school days.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
fairs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great stuff.
Right. Brilliant. That was a conversation killer. So you sent me a TikTok the other day
I did.
that I haven't watched,
Oh,
so I need to watch it.
that's rude.
So I'm going to watch it now with our viewers, and then
Mhm.
we'll discuss.
This decision by the UK Supreme Court is nothing short of trans apartheid. It's wicked and it's cruel. There is no place in a modern society for this sort of thinking. The EHRC guidance reads like a modern day form of segregation that serves to humiliate and single out trans people. I'm concerned that this will embolden people who already hold violently transphobic views. It will endanger people, not just trans people, but also cis people who may be perceived to be trans. Please listen to us now.
I am not a political person, but my mere existence is a political statement. Those freedoms, those liberties, the right to respect, privacy, and dignity has been taken away from us without even considering our trans lives experiences.
Justice is about balance, and it's about being fair. The judges in the Supreme Court made the unreasoned and unexplained decision not to hear any voice from the trans community. We were not heard. We will challenge this. It is our human right to have justice.
What do you think?
So it's obviously been over a month now
Yeah.
since that
Mhm.
ruling was put in place,
Mhm.
which I think's horrendous still.
Yeah.
And we had quite a few comments on one of our TikToks and Instagram posts,
Mhm.
and we certainly got the conversation going.
Yeah.
For one, the first thing I'm going to say is the majority of those women, I couldn't even tell that they were trans,
Right.
which is incredible.
Yeah.
So how are you going to
No.
how are you going to know? And the fact that that was put up in London is so powerful.
Yeah. It's against the Supreme Court building.
Yeah, that's so
Like,
powerful.
Listen, people in the community know how to deliver a message,
100%.
right? I think for me, one of the lines that I just love it, and I said it when we were watching it. One of the women says, "I'm not a political person, but my existence is a political statement." And I was just like, oh, like it's so true. Like she's just trying to live her life,
Yeah.
and yet there are people out there making these big political decisions without even hearing her or any of her sisters. Like, how can you make a decision for a group of people and not have them speak on it in any way, shape, or form? Like, that just shows the lack of respect.
Definitely.
Like, I'm not saying that we all know that if they'd have let the trans women community speak, it wouldn't have changed their decision because they're transphobic. It wouldn't have changed their decision. Would it have made it easier to accept? No, probably not. But at least you could turn around and say, well, we tried to be respectful. Like, you can't even say that. Like, you can't even hide behind false respect. You just don't care enough to go about it right. It's completely And it's also fucking confusing
Mm.
because, like it says in the video, you're now also putting cis people in danger who may be perceived as trans.
Mm.
Like, and it's you. I just couldn't, like, when we spoke about it with my sister, like, I was getting confused because it's confusing. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
No.
Like, it just doesn't make sense to me.
Mm.
And I think it's a really powerful video.
Definitely. It really is. And I think it needs to be shared. It needs to be heard. These women need to be heard. And the ruling, I think, needs to be rethought.
Mm.
Definitely. I went to a Pride meeting with my company the other day, and there was a speaker there, and I can't remember her name. Because if I did, I'd give her a shout out. And she does workshops for Pride and throughout the year, not just June, but she goes to different companies, different organizations, and basically educates people who are part of the community and also people who are not part of the community that actually want to learn.
Mm.
And she touched on this ruling about, you know, what makes a woman. And she said, in all honesty, I think it's not going to stick.
Okay.
She doesn't think it's going to stick because of how powerful our community is
Mm.
and how determined our community is of supporting the trans community and making sure that they have got basic human rights effectively.
Yep.
She doesn't think it's going to stick.
I
And
hope she's
that
right.
stuck with me to think, okay, there is hope.
I hope she's right
Yeah.
because I think it doesn't just affect the trans community.
Mm.
And even if it did just affect them, it's still not right.
No, it's not.
Like, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, and I'm one of these people where something needs to make sense. Like, if it's unfair, you need to explain to me point by point why that decision has been made.
Mm.
Like, the level of unjust that I can't live with. Like, it's actually a joke. So, and I can't comprehend it. I can't. I will develop a Twitch if I continue to talk about it because it just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't. Why are you getting involved in someone's business though? Like, how sad is your life? What a sad little life, Jane. What a sad little life.
Who's Jane?
Do you not know that? That's the. No,
No.
not a big social media person. Sad little life is from Come Dine With Me. You know you ever seen Come Dine With Me?
Yes, I have watched that. Yes.
Yeah. A guy lost and he got a bit bitter and he said, what a sad little life. I'll show it to you.
Okay,
I'll send
thank
it to you. But yeah, I just think let's not go after groups that are already oppressed and make up less than 1% of our population. They are not to worry about. You are worried about men, rightfully so.
Yeah.
So go after men.
Yeah. Like your sister made a very good point. A very good point. Let's look at it objectively, right? These men that want to harass women, in the nicest term, want to harass them. Let's not go deep. They are not going to spend hundreds of pounds transitioning. They are not going to spend time going through transition, going through mental health issues as well, effectively, because it's not just physically you have to go through stuff, it's mentally as well. Let's face it, men who are going to harass women are just going to do it. They're not going to go through all that just so that they can go into a woman's bathroom. Are they?
Honestly, men want to hurt you, they'll hurt you as a man.
Yeah.
They won't need to go through all that to do it.
Yeah.
Like, and come on. Like, you know that. And I honestly feel like it's a group of women that have felt oppressed and have felt that they have no power, and they've just decided to make this because they've seen a group that is more oppressed than them, has less privilege, less power, and they've gone easy target. We'll do that. Well, they're not an easy target.
No.
They're not, because you're just focusing on that. Oh, and they're less than 1% if they do feel like they're going to give us some issue. No, because you have people like us and people that are in the community and people that aren't cunts that also care, about them.
Yeah.
So no, it's not just that one, but you're trying to go after that less than 1%, but there will be a very big percentage of people, and there is, that don't agree with you and think you're a bunch of
fucking idiots.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I didn't want to drop the C word again.
Again, yeah.
I'm trying to change. Yeah, I just think silly.
Yeah.
Very fucking silly.
And I've spoken to a lot of straight women, straight cis women who are not part of the community, who think that ruling is a load of bullshit.
Yeah.
So it is, you find that, don't you, with people who complain, people who moan, people who are negative are heard more than the positives because it sells.
Yeah. And that's, 100%. People will always remember a bad experience.
Yeah.
And they will tell everyone about a bad experience.
Yeah.
They won't, necessarily, like, they'll go, oh, yeah, we had a great trip. Thanks so much. You had a great trip, but, a waitress or waiter drop your plate of food as it was coming to you.
Yeah.
That's what you're going to complain about.
Yeah.
And that's what you're going to focus on. Oh, yeah, we had a great time, but, so actually it really ruined it.
Did it though? No.
So British. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
British, embarrassing.
Yeah. So I think we should definitely keep an eye on this, and I definitely think
change is coming.
Change is coming. I mean, it's not going to happen overnight, but I don't think it's going to last. I don't think they're going to, I think they're going to get such a backlash from the community and from decent women to just say, leave these fucking women alone.
Yeah.
Leave them alone.
Yeah, get a life.
And also, if you want it to stick, if you're gonna have that opinion on trans women, you've got to do exactly the same for trans men. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
If you want to be equal and shit like that, have the same ruling. Have a ruling of what makes a man.
Yeah.
It's just men being dickheads. It really is. It
really
is. It really is.
I was going to say something then, and I thought, no, do you know what? I won't, because it's fun. It's deep. I'm not going to say it, but I just think you're 100% right. You can't pick and choose when you want equality.
Yeah, exactly.
Good chat.
So, with that conversation, it is all more important now to speak about Pride.
Yeah, for sure.
And it is Pride Month next month in June.
It is. What's the date today?
Well, the date today.
27th.
Yeah, and this will be going out on Friday, which is the 30th. So in a couple of days, it's Pride Month. The only month where we can celebrate.
Yeah, we don't want to rub it in people's faces.
But it does make it all the more reason to still have Pride. And it is not just a party. It is an ongoing protest. And it is just proven that we still do need to do it. We still do need to have these Pride events to make people know what's going on and make people aware of the different types of people in the community. All more for trans people now.
Yeah, knowledge is power. Listen, people fear what they don't know. Why you would fear someone just trying to live their life, I don't know. Who's not causing any harm to anybody. But that's just me.
Yeah.
Also, have you seen that in London, Brighton, Birmingham and Manchester Pride, political parties have been banned?
Good.
Yeah. We're here for that. Because what benefit have you added in the past few years? None.
Yeah.
So, and what else? The pride flag thing.
Oh yeah, the Nigel Farage of Reform is banning the pride flag from Reform buildings.
We had this chat briefly
We did.
before coming on. And listen, hear me out. I am actually not mad that they don't want to fly pride flags in political buildings.
Mm.
I'm not mad at it because they're not flying every flag that has ever been created in the whole entire world. So they miss out the pride flag. Okay. Like, I'm not that fussed. Like, to be honest, I don't think it's needed.
No?
Well, are they going to fly? Well, they don't fly the straight person flag. They don't fly the flag of Moldova.
Yeah, but that's a country's flag. It's a little bit different.
Is it?
Yeah.
Like, I just don't think it needs. We don't fly every flag in the world. So to miss out the pride flag, okay. I'm not saying that they shouldn't be doing things for pride.
Yeah.
You know, I think don't fly a flag. That sounded weird. I did say that. Don't fly a flag. That's right, isn't it?
Yeah.
Those are right words. That's
Yeah,
English.
those are words,
Right, roger
yeah.
that. Like still have things that where your colleagues in the community can still feel supported
I
and
mean,
see.
I don't think there's going to be any people of the community in Reform.
Well, no, I'm not necessarily Reform, but in other government buildings, like. But I'm like, okay, don't fly the flag, but you know, I don't want it to for it to come across like, oh, but that's fine, like, because you know, people in politics and homophobia go hand in hand. No, that's not what I'm saying.
No, they definitely don't. Do they?
But I just think we don't need to fly a flag as long as I think flying a flag is very showy.
Yeah, but I think the thing that annoyed me was, okay, if you don't want to fly the flag, don't fly it. But don't make a point of saying that you're not going to fly it.
Oh yeah, for
that
sure.
is just basically saying
Antagonising.
fuck you.
Yeah.
Whereas if you just don't fly it, no one's gonna notice.
No.
No one is going to notice. But
You're
the
right.
fact you made that informed decision to make an announcement that I am banning all pride flags from all Reform buildings is the fact that you are making a point of you're not supporting pride
Yeah.
and not supporting the community. Whereas you should have just kept your goddamn mouth shut
Yeah.
and just done it and no one would have noticed.
Reform? Keep quiet.
Oh yeah, true.
Very good, mate. Very good. Yeah, I don't know. I agree. I think you should have kept quiet. And that's the thing. If they'd have kept quiet and it hadn't have been flown, no one would have said nothing. Because obviously, one, it's Reform, and two, there aren't pride flags everywhere. You know? But yeah, the fact that you said so, it's very antagonising, isn't it?
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
So speaking of pride again.
Yes.
So I think I've said before in previous episode, I think it was in our last Pride episode, so a year ago, I mentioned how I worked in marketing and my manager asked me, what should we do for Pride? And I said, don't change the fucking logo to rainbow colours.
Yeah.
So what does your company that you work for, how do they do anything for Pride Month?
Yeah, we actually sponsor a Pride.
Nice.
So we used to sponsor Brighton Pride.
Yeah.
That's how I was in the parade one year. So fun. Had the best time. Great year that was. It was a great year. We now, since COVID, haven't done Brighton Pride.
Right.
But we do our local Pride.
Nice.
Just, I think, more money. But you know, the local Pride's not bad actually. I've not been. Hilarious. But from what I hear,
yeah,
it's not bad.
Nice.
I might work it this year.
Do they do anything for their colleagues?
So, do we do anything for our colleagues? I think yes, they do. Lovely lady. I won't say her name. But there's a lovely lady that does a lot of accessibility and whatever for the company that I work for. And I believe she runs groups.
Right.
And we have obviously like a company intranet and all that sort of stuff where they throw a load of like resources and stuff. I do believe that is kept up to date throughout the year,
Good.
but a lot more, but it's then more at the forefront leading up to
More
and in
heightened.
June. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure,
Oh,
for
that's
sure.
good.
Yeah, no,
That's good.
it is good.
Mm.
And we have like for Pride Month last year, the security officers had epaulets
Oh, yeah.
with pride flags on.
Nice.
So my friend gave me his, and I wear it in my little, because I don't have a shirt. Oh, for crying out! I don't have a shirt with epaulets on, but I do have a high-vis vest with a little see-through pocket.
Yeah.
I put it in there.
Oh, cute.
That was cool. And we also had badges with like the logo, and it was had like the pride round it.
Yeah.
They were quite, little touches,
Yeah.
which is it really contributing to the community? Probably not, but it looks really nice. And again, they do sponsor a pride, and that it goes down quite well, so
Yeah.
it's better than nothing.
Absolutely. My company that I work for, as I said last week, I went to a meeting about Pride and how we can celebrate Pride for our colleagues and for our guests, and people that own on our sites. And it was really interesting. Like, we had like a little mini talk from the lady that I touched on earlier. And even as someone as part of the community, I learnt so much from that small little snippet that she did for us. And they're making a point this year of going on a little tour around our sites, because we've got quite a few sites around the UK, and giving talks to colleagues who are part of the community and colleagues who are not, that want to learn. But the thing that really disappointed me is we've got over 30 sites in the country, and only 6 sites are having this workshop.
Wow.
My site not being one of them.
Interesting.
And I said to the head of like DE and I, when I was there, I said, was each site given an opportunity to take you up on this offer? And she went, yeah, everyone. And I was like, interesting. And then I was speaking to my colleague that I went with, who I work with it on the site, and I said, I'm not surprised that my site didn't take up on this, because, and it's a lovely situation to be in. We can just be. No one is ever, because we've got such a diverse team. Like, we've got people of the community, we've got different ethnicities that work for the company, we've got different ages and abilities and stuff, and they all work for the company, and no one is ever segregated. We're all just, and I hate this, one big team. But I was surprised, but I wasn't surprised. But I have pushed to my manager that I think our site would benefit from it, because like I said, me as part of the community actually learned something. So if I learned something, one of the girls that I work with, who's not part of the community, that doesn't have any, what's the word? She doesn't have any friends or family that are part of the community, could actually go there and learn something and do her bit for Pride.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
And what else do we do for Pride? Oh, I've got to put together a 1-day thing.
Yeah.
But that's for me to sort out. I was like, is it because I'm gay?
Hilarious.
But yeah, so one thing, sorry, I'll keep going backwards and forwards, but the one thing that our company, the company that I work for, really pride themselves, excuse the pun, really pride themselves in, is the national average of a company where the community is part of it is only 3%. So only 3% of a company is the national average who are people who are part of the community. Whereas my company that I work for, it's 11%.
Wow.
So it's way above average. So they do really, when a company says we are diverse, the company I work for truly are
Yeah.
diverse
Yeah.
and are not just saying it.
No, fairs.
But it's just all individual.
Yeah.
The individual stance on it, I think, is a little bit different to the main head office way of how they would want it to go.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Fairs.
Yeah.
What are you going to do for your day?
I don't know yet. I
Interesting.
feel as if I've left it a bit too late.
No, you've got time.
Really?
You've got a whole month.
Well, yeah. But I should have really had this organised, shouldn't I?
Well, you could do it. The Brighton Pride's not till August.
There. I know a drag queen. I'll
There
get
you go.
her on.
There you go. Yeah. Great.
Put a few rainbows up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Pride.
Should be well up for it. Great shout. Great shout.
Would be interesting to know to hear from you guys and hear how your companies that you work for, or schools, or colleges.
That would be interesting, actually.
How they celebrate Pride Month and
Do
if they actually do and do anything for it. So do let us know, either in the comments or email us at thebgcpod@gmail.com.
That'd be very interesting.
Mm.
Very interesting.
Yeah. Because I think at school I never knew about Pride.
No. I knew I was gay, but I didn't know what that meant.
Yeah. I like pussy.
Oh, God. Why? Why? Do we need why? Why is it called that? We need to change it. I just don't understand. It just really icks me.
Yeah.
I can't be the only lesbian out there
No?
that has an issue with that word.
Okay,
I can't
if
be.
you are also a lesbian that hates that word, let us know so Vic don't feel left out.
Honestly. And you don't have to. Please stop saying it in bed. Oh, God, the amount of girls that do it. Stop. Stop. Stop it.
Stop.
Honestly.
Speaking of icks,
Yes.
should we have an ick?
Yes, I actually have one. I'm very
Yeah?
passionate about
All
this
right
one.
then.
It's time for Vic's Icks.
Right.
Go on then, Vic. Now, because we only have an ick once a month, it better be a fucking good one.
Well, I think it's quite relevant-ish.
Relevant-ish.
Well, as in it's relevant. It's trending, I suppose.
Okay.
So everyone loves ChatGPT.
Yeah.
If you say you don't, you're a liar. It makes your life so much easier. Now, my thing is using it in personal, important conversations, right? If you're one of these people that struggles with your words, use it. I struggle with my words. I struggle to explain things. I also use it sometimes if I'm like writing emails.
Oh, 100%.
Like only sometimes. I don't have to write like mega long. Like obviously if I do have to write anything mega long, ChatGPT every day. But I'm talking like in your personal life. If you're trying to communicate something or whatever and you struggle, fine. Use it. I would say use it as a guide. Let's not start using AI to communicate genuine human feeling. Like, and if you're going to, and here's a little tip, right? Because this really shows how often people use it. The dashes that it uses are bigger than if you type it. Dead giveaway. And I honestly have read messages before and I understand where they're coming from. It doesn't really take away the value. It didn't the first few times take away the value of what they were saying. But then I just thought, we're ChatGPTing again? Why are we doing that? Like, let's have a genuine... To start it, I can understand. To start a difficult conversation, I can understand. And if you need a guide, sure. But to copy and paste, like, oh God, I'd see this massive dash and I'd just be like, oh, it just feels...
Disingenuous.
It really does.
Yeah.
And
that was a big word for me,
it
wasn't
was
it?
very good.
Yeah.
Very good. And I just think...
ChatGPT'd it.
Yeah. I just think oh, come on, like you're not having a genuine. You're using it to respond, not to take on. Does that make sense? In my opinion. So my ick is the copy and pasting from ChatGPT when you're having or trying to have a deep, meaningful conversation. You can't be coming at me and saying that you're, vulnerable when you communicate when you're using AI word for fucking word. Like, do you know what I mean? It's not it. Like, ick, put it down. Put it down, write something, and if you're not sure or you're really struggling, fine. But don't copy and paste, bro. Like,
Yeah.
we're better than that. We don't need machines to tell us how we're feeling. To understand it, sure. To process it yourself, sure. But to actually try and have a human to human, meaningful conversation, don't use AI. That's not genuine.
Definitely.
It's an ick.
Talking about ChatGPT now. Obviously, I've worked in marketing, and a fair bit of my job at the moment is marketing. I've known about ChatGPT for the past 3 years,
Really?
about 3 years. So I'm like, oh yeah, ChatGPT. What is the fascination with it right now?
Not everyone knows about. I've only recently, this year,
Yeah,
have known about it.
Yeah.
And I just think, like,
yeah. All the people I work with at work. Oh, I'm going to ChatGPT. I'm like, oh my God, you're so 3 years ago.
I literally chat GPT everything.
Yeah.
Meal plans, itineraries for things, like
Yeah.
ideas for going out or whatever, like going on a group day, or if I'm meeting up with a friend and I'm like, we fancy doing something different.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. And that's what it should be used for.
Yeah, just to-
Emails,
yeah.
work reports, if you like, having some structure. I'm really just think we need to get away from using it and having genuine, heartfelt conversations, because they're not genuine and heartfelt if a machine's writing it for you. Like, it's not giving genuine and heartfelt.
I'm going to use it to text my other half and say, like, ChatGPT, give me new ideas of how to say I love you.
Yeah. Which, if you're struggling with that and you need to, fine, but then don't copy and paste.
Oh.
Like, put your own spin on it. Honestly, we're better than that.
We are better than
We're
that.
better than
We
that.
are better than that. I don't think I think I did. Well, I did have an ick, but I can't for the life of me remember what it was. So it was obviously not that bad.
That's a shame.
I think I'm getting like you, Vic. I need to start writing things down.
Honestly, my mind. So for those that don't know, I've started journaling. Yeah, I know, mental. But I have, and I can't lie. There's a reason why they recommend it.
You find it really helps?
It helps me. I wouldn't say it's really helpful. I wouldn't say that I haven't been doing it long. I've maybe been doing it like a month. Like pretty regularly a month.
Yeah.
But it has helped. Like, for sure. It just helps with like defogging my brain, if that makes sense. Like, there's so much going on up there all the time. It's really helped me sleep. So sometimes I do it before I go to bed. I was doing it this morning. Sometimes I do it when I wake up. Like, I just have some shit going around in my head and I'm like, I don't want that in my brain anymore. So I'm going to put it down on a bit of paper, and I will do that until I feel like I've got it out enough. There are other things that I'm doing to help with that outside of journaling, but also they coincide very well. And it's really good. So anyone that's like struggling with so much going on up here, journal.
Do you know what? When I going back a couple of years when I was back when we first started doing this, and maybe just before, and I was unemployed and my other half was away on tour, I had recently just got an iPhone and it had an update where there was a journal thing on it,
Okay.
and it kept coming up like, oh, journal your day, blah, blah, blah. And there was one particular day when I was having a really bad day, like mental health day, and I just wrote down how I was feeling. And it actually really did help. And now I look back at that entry and I'm like, oh my God, how far have I come since then? I was in a really bad place. I didn't realize how bad of a place I was until I looked at it back. And I can totally see how it does help.
Yeah,
It really
and
does help.
it's really good to like help like recognize like patterns of things,
Mm.
thought processes, mindset, like, and also if you're like me and you don't really understand a feeling, like you'll have a general idea, like, you know, you might feel angry about something, but actually if you dive a bit deeper, you're actually a bit embarrassed and disappointed.
Yeah.
Like, it's actually not just giving it like a spectrum or like a ballpark, you're actually specific seat in that ballpark. And it's really good for looking back and looking at your progress and
Yeah.
seeing how far you've come. Like, okay, I've only been doing it a month. I think, was it the other day, I looked back at like one of my first entries in there from when I started doing it regularly, and I was like, I've already come some way. Not loads. Again, it's just a month. Like, this is a marathon, not a sprint.
Yeah.
But it's so good. It's good for the mental as
Yeah.
well. Like, I can't deny it. It is really good.
Yeah. Keep up with it.
I will.
Keep
Thank
up
you.
with it.
Thanks, mate. I will.
Yeah. Nice. Should we end it?
I think we shall.
Yeah.
I think we shall.
I think we've been gabbling on for about an hour.
You look at us.
Yeah.
Well, that's what happens when you've been away for a month.
Well, yeah,
So,
definitely.
yeah, you're all
Definitely.
welcome. You love it. What do you mean?
So I'm guessing I'm doing the spiel.
Obviously, I
Obviously.
can't remember it.
Yeah. Journal it.
Yeah.
So you can follow us on all social media platforms. We're on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Threads. We are also on YouTube. If you are watching this on YouTube, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. It helps the channel out so much, and we need to get some followers back. However, since we've been doing this monthly thing, we've only lost 4 subscribers.
Have we?
So thank you to 392 of you that have continued to give us your support.
Thanks, gang.
If you did like this video, please do give it a little like. That also goes on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Give us a 5-star rating.
Sure.
It helps us bump up the charts.
Treat yourself.
Yeah. And you can leave comments now on Spotify. I've noticed. So drop us a little comment down below. Let us know what you thought of the episode and what you want us to talk about in our next episode. You can get in touch with us at the bgcpod@gmail.com. But until next month,
Oh, damn.
I've been Laura.
I've been Vic.
And we will see you soon.
Be seeing you.